Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Located at 6031 Royalton Road in North Royalton, Fire 45 is your go-to restaurant. Whether you are coming in to watch the big game or to enjoy a meal, we have just the food for you. Want to host a private event? We also do that on our venue side. From a 20-person birthday party to a 150-person wedding, we got you covered. Check out our website at www.fire45cleveland.com. Fantastic foods, handhelds, pizza, Fire 45. Come taste what we have cooking. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Last year, this matchup was a district semifinal clash. Holy Name got the better of Perry 3-0 in the end. Now the Pirates look to return the favor in the regional semifinals. It's the Namers and the Pirates up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Namer Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! Needs a point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable! Coming to you live from Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio, you are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. We got a big one on tap tonight. Game 1 of 2 this evening as the 10-13 Holy Name Green Wave take on the 19-6 Perry Pirates. The winner is off to the regional championship game on Saturday, taking on the winner of Beaumont and Marlington. As we toss things up here, good evening, friends. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me, Bryce Fisher on the call this evening. Bryce, we saw the Namers last week in a big victory over Edgewood, a reverse sweep. How did they take the momentum, specifically those final sets, into today to get another big victory, another upset according to the seeding, to advance once again to the regional championship game?
I think it starts with the two A's, Freitas and Ali Orzek. I think they need to get started early and have to be very active leaders for this Holy Namers team that did struggle in those first two sets. They had a really hard time finding points. They had some good swings of momentum, but they have to keep that momentum to last against these Perry Pirates.
And then for Perry, Emily McIntyre, she is one of the big players to look at today, a sophomore. I believe listed at 6'4" on their roster. She is a talented player, a big blocker for them up front. Very similar to Faith Wenzel in the block department. How do you overcome a player like that who can easily change the game by herself?
You attack her early to wear her out like they did with Faith Wenzel, and then Wenzel had to remain in the back row for the majority of the rest of that match.
To be fair, a lot of that did come due to her injury that we at least assumed was the case. Outside of that, there has to be a different way to contain her, and I think once again it does go back to Afraidis and it goes to Ali Orzek. But how do you get them going, especially if the blocking game is good? We saw it all the time last year with Mount Union. When their blocking defense was on, nobody could beat them.
A little bit of misdirection. You also have to be very aware as a setter. Maybe a couple of sneak me over, little taps to just scoot it across the net when they're expecting a big-time spike. Or even go for the back line. Less downhill spiking, more working across towards the back.
And tossing things back down to the floor. I mean, you look on the far side, not too many fans here yet. It is a sizable drive for both teams. Holy Name coming from Parma Heights, Perry obviously coming from Perry, but on the east side. How do you think these crowds travel, especially as they had the earlier of the two games today? The other one, Marlington and Beaumont, 8 p.m., and I think a lot of that is due to trick-or-treating here in Alliance.
Well, I think trick-or-treating is awful. I'm not a big fan of the holiday in itself, even though I am dressing up on Friday. But I think these crowds traveled fine. As you see a dad up there in the stands with a Perry flag. You got a Pirate flag back there. So I think the Perry parents have traveled fairly well. Holy Name's trickling in. They're a little bit more on this side, less than Perry.
And we got a Pirate coming in too.
Yep.
We're going to zoom in on
Pan
that one
over
as
to
well,
that.
yeah. And there you go. We have the skull flag, we have the script Perry, and we also have a Pirate on the far side.
Yeah, if you're Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is a familiar sight, but this is not Florida. As you can tell by the weather outside, giving me some runny noses.
Bloody
this is
noses
Ohio, and bloody noses. Felt that was a little gory for the broadcast, but
the facts are the facts.
They've got people decked out over there. They're ready to go. Perry's fired up for this one, it seems like.
We've talked about each team. We've talked about some key players, but it's time to put that into some actual action. What is one key to victory for each team? That way they have something to go off of for a win condition tonight.
I think Afraidis was the big key in last week's win for Holy Name. I'm going to switch to the other senior who plays the net very often, Kenzie Watson. I think she's going to be the key tonight. I think she has to take over this game for Holy Name. If I'm Perry Pirates, I think Tatum Christian has to be very involved, very active early on in this game.
And Tatum Christian, to your point, a captain, 219 kills, 229 digs. Truly a do-it-all player offensively and defensively.
Yeah, she's done a little bit of everything. And she's one of those hybrid players that you can stick anywhere on the court and you know she's going to be an impact player and have an effect. It's really helpful to have those players because then you don't have to sub them out. You can rely on them to serve. You can rely on them to play the back row. You can rely on them to play the front row. So players like Tatum are just game changers as a coach.
And
It's like a utility player in baseball. Yeah. Of course, I was going to loop it back to baseball.
Of course.
Like, it just makes everything so much easier when you're going through rotations.
And the elephant in the room, it's the players on your screen right now, the Marlington Dukes. They have won this region for so many years. Last year made it to the state championship game. If you are these teams, how do you go about this game not worrying about the Dukes, who you would have to play most likely in a championship game on Saturday? Obviously, Beaumont can win. But if you look at the favorites here, I think Marlington has more than enough to sweep Beaumont.
It comes down to winning the moment. And a lot of coaches and a lot of players understand that it's win the first game. I think in most sports, it's win the moment. If it's win the first pitch, win the second pitch, whatever it may be. Perry and Holy Name has to be focused on winning each point, each dig, each kill, whatever it may be. They can't focus on Marlington seeing that the big bad Dukes are coming into the building.
And playing the moment is everything. You can't make this one bigger than it actually is. You play the team in front of you, not the team that you want to play in a round after this. I feel like that is a good sentiment and a good way to toss things downstairs to our public address announcer as he will get us underway for tonight's festivities. It's either the 9 seed Perry or the 11 seed Holy Name off to the regional championship game, and we will find out after 3, 4, or 5, either short or quick sets, or potentially some elongated frames, as we've seen that plenty this season. Either way, at most 5 sets, at a minimum 3, will decide who Marlington or Beaumont takes on this Saturday back here at Harry Fails Gymnasium.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Alliance High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Perry High School and Parma Holy Name High School. To honor America and in respect for those that have served our country and those that are still serving our country to defend the freedoms we enjoy, please stand and join in the singing or the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's tournament, Division 4 Regional Volleyball Tournament game, is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletics Association. Your attendance and support of student athletes and coaches is appreciated by member schools competing for the right to move on. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship through the contest, and the administration of both schools request the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this tournament met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the Ohio High School Athletic Association's Board of Directors. The officials for this game are John Teskey and Lisa Hauser. The line judges are Dean Rogel and Robert Benn. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Alliance High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forth preparing for tonight's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course your team and your opponent. As important today as ever, please respect the game. Now to meet the teams. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Parma Holy Name High School. Head coach, Brian starters, Michaela Beck, Skylar Chemesky, Isabella Dinya, Deanna Ballas, Kennedy Afrani, Mia Beer, Paige Belmore, and Akima Sanders. Your starters, number 1, Cindy Garrett. Number 2, Brianna Baker. The libero, number 6, Kate Wells. Number 8, Allison Orsick. The captain, number 9, Avery Bracelet. Number 11, Kenzie Watson. And number 12, Reagan Davro. Now to meet the home team on the scoreboard. The Lady Pirates from Perry. Assistant coaches Megan Gould, Alexandria Thatcher, and Alexa Hambra. The non-starters, number 5, Mallory Martucci. Number 12, Emma McDonald. Number 14, Caitlin McDonald. Number 15, Megan Robinson. Number 18, Maddie Bueller. Number 29, Caitlin Jocelyn. Number 33, Peyton Kobach. Number 41, Aubrey Santor. Perry starters, number 2, Cameron Sabrenic. Number 3, Tatum Christian. Number 6, Harry Rogers. Number 7, Kendra Conrad. The libero, number 10, J.P. Newsom. Number 21, Cameron Barley. And number 44, Emily Mexican. Good luck, ladies.
And those announcements set the stage for tonight's matchup. It is a big one as you are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Before we get underway, a disclaimer. This game is being streamed on behalf of Channel 1022 and Alliance High School. Any ads that we are running today are only to help us cover our costs. This is a non-profit stream, and this is simply for the benefit of the channel, along with the student athletes as they are being played here at one of our main schools we cover, Alliance High School. Albeit myself, a Holy Name alum, no bias here. We want good volleyball. We want to see 2 great teams, and we want to see 1 winner advance to Saturday. Bryce, what are your thoughts? We heard a resounding roar from the Perry Pirates during their intros.
Yeah, it definitely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting someone to be so loud at the beginning of a match. Obviously, last week, Holy Name was loud in that Woodridge Gymnasium, but Alliance isn't exactly a echo chamber. It's never been that loud here. I was pretty impressed by those Perry Pirates parents. That was a rhyme right there.
To be loud here, you have to have the complete stands filled, but these fans, you can hear them in the background. They are passionate. They want to see a winner today. 16 teams playing in Division 4. Only a total of 8 will advance to Saturday, where the regional final will take place here, I believe, at 2 p.m. But we can't focus there. We have to focus on the here and now. Perry, the home team, will begin serving. It is Conrad back deep to send it over. And with 1 spike, we are off to the races, and the opening point goes to Holy Name.
Maybe a little bit of nerves there. Just got to shake it off.
And going back to last year, Perry was a team that fell via the upset in the district semifinals. That was really where Holy Name's tear began. They then beat number 4 Woodridge and number 3 Norton on their way to the regional championship game. A loss 3-1 to number 1 Marlington last year. And no surprise there, Perry has responded.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do after that first mishap or miscue. That's a good way to get back in rhythm there.
And as you would expect, you see some orange on the top left of your screen, or you did moments ago. Those are the Marlington Dukes. They are watching this game. They want to get as much real-life film as possible on both teams, as if they beat Beaumont, they play the winner on Saturday. It also helps that they reside 10 minutes away from here. Watson arcs it over. Good dig in the back line. Conrad sets it up for Tatum Christian. Wells up to Afradis, and she will bump it on through. A good rally early on serve number 3 of the match. Watson, Preisel gives it back, and there is Kenzie Watson to the rescue. Perry setting up their offense once again. Rogers hits it, but denied at the net. Holy Name retakes their advantage.
So good point from Holy Name there, but a little bit of miscommunication early on from the Namers.
And that cannot happen in the playoffs. We're talking a lot about the game Friday for Alliance football. It's the miscues that will kill a team like that, and same for both of these squads in the regional tournaments. Perry overshoots their target, make it 3-1 Holy Name.
Yeah, Holy Name's getting onto a little bit of a run here. If you're Perry, you've got to shut this down quickly.
And their fans travel, some students in the student section or remnants of it today. And there is an ace for them to cheer about as well. It's Hayden Wells.
Yeah, we're getting a nice little student section over here for Holy Name. Can't see them as they're just below us, but
and Perry will call time through 5 serves.
That was a little bit earlier than I expected, but coach's instinct.
What are your thoughts on that decision right there? That is a big call to call time. 5 serves in. We saw it in the other match that we covered for Holy Name at Woodridge against Edgewood. Holy Name, they like to call time somewhat early, and we're seeing that tendency right here from Perry. It was 1-1. Then you get a run of 3 in a row for the Namers, and that does change things.
Yeah, it definitely does. In early sets, timeouts are less important. They don't become as, I don't want to say impactful, but they don't have as much swing as they do in the later sets when the points become so much more important and the momentum becomes so much more important. But definitely an odd decision to take a timeout that early.
Some early struggles for the Perry Pirates. They look to recalibrate here. 4-1 your score, and we are back to the action. Perry, 1 timeout left in this frame. Christian with the return. Preisel for Reagan Favreau, and out of the timeout, it is still all Holy Name.
Yeah, good work there. That was probably the first point I would say Holy Name actually won. They've obviously got 5 points on the scoreboard, but I don't think they had won a true point yet.
And in talking to people about this game beforehand, a big conversation piece was what Holy Name team would show up today. Would it be the first 2 sets or the last 3 against Edgewood? So far, it is the last 3 showing up and prevailing. Preisel sets it up for Kenzie Watson, and that is your key impact player making a key impact play.
Yeah, I said she was going to be a big one tonight, and so far she's definitely had an impact. She's got a couple of balls into the air early on for the Namers. Now with a big-time kill, she's definitely making her impact felt early on here.
And here is the serve from Hayden Wells. Perry needs a response, and they will lollipop it into no man's land. Wells with the dig, able to get it back over. Newsom keeps it in flight, and Rogers gets it over with the return. Excellent composure by the libero. Afradis gets it over. The Pirates now setting up their offense on the near side, and they will take their 2nd point of the match. Nice work by Tatum Christian.
Yeah, really good point there from Perry. I think that's what they needed. As we have the Perry Pirates student section filing in here, I'm assuming their bus just got here because you got roughly 25 students filing up top.
And speaking of students, Beaumont is now in the house. They play later on today at 8. But they are getting ready to go, and they will join us up here on the upper concourse. 6-2, Holy Name up in set number 1. And here is the serve for Martucci. Preisel for Afradis, and she is able to get it into the center of the defense. Martucci keeps it alive, and there is the return. The Namer offense looking to roll. Watson with the arc, but overshoots the back corner. The moment that the students walked in, Perry begins a 2-0 run, and I think that does tell us a little bit about that student section.
Yeah, definitely creating a little bit of noise, making Holy Name a little bit uncomfortable.
And they got more coming in as well. A whole mirage of them coming in. Vavro with the poke. Perry down by 3 in set number 1. It's Tatum Christian denied at the net. An excellent dig keeps it alive, but no return. And the Namers snag a point.
Yeah, really good job there. As now we have Marlington Dukes fans filing in behind us. Not sure if they know their game starts in an hour and a half, but
Give us all the fans tonight.
yeah, let's make it loud in here.
And the unique thing about this regional tie, you have two teams from the North Coast Conference. I believe the bottom two finishers, 0-12 Beaumont, 4-8 Holy Name. And now the national anthem is starting to play during the run of play. Dinho forward to Preissel, up to Afratis, denied at the net. An excellent block by Zagrebnik. The return from Holy Name, it is long, and the point belongs to the Pirates.
Just barely long, but great job from Hayden Wells there to react after the ball was blocked. Deflected, sorry.
And officially, it is going to be a student section battle. Perry has taken over the far side. Below us to the left are the Namers. It is becoming a full house here at Harry Fails Gymnasium. Afratis pokes it over outside the line, and they give the point to Holy Name.
I agree with that call. I think it looked like it was on the line. Obviously, he has a better view. I think that judge right there on the net would also have a pretty good view there, being able to overrule that if she thought it was obviously wrong.
From my angle, I thought that was pretty easily out, but I do see what you're talking about there. It's a close one on the far side. It is truly up to discrepancy. It's Orzek on the far side, and on the tip, she will take the points.
Yeah, good job by Holy Name to limit the damage from Perry, as now we have Holy Name cheerleaders or something coming up here.
It's the student section.
Oh, they're just migrating.
They have migrated up here.
It's good. That's what the United States was founded on.
Give me liberty and give me good student sections. Is that what it was?
Yeah, basically.
I don't remember that one in history class. Preissel up to Vavro, who pushes it down. Reverbs off the net, and there is the return by the Pirates. Holy Name tries it again. It's Orzek sneaking it through, and the Namers are in double figures.
This is how you want it to start if you're Holy Name. And if you're Perry right now, you got to be thinking about taking that time out. Yep, there it is.
And through 14 serves, Perry has used both of their timeouts.
Definitely a bold decision to use it that early, but you had to stop some sort of momentum. They got to double digits before you even hit 5. I mean, you're down by 6 right now. That's a hard deficit to come back from. I know you have a whole lot more points. They have to score 15 more points until they win this set, but it's tough roads right now.
I did not expect this coming into the match. I expected 4 or 5 sets. It still could easily become that, but this strong of a start from Holy Name. This is not what we expected after last week's struggles against Edgewood. Obviously, Edgewood a stronger team in principle than Perry, but head-to-head, I think it was a closer battle. Holy Name, just more motivated tonight. Very reminiscent to how they played against Norton last year in the regional semifinal. Obviously, Norton a difficult case to talk about in Division 4 this year, as they were eliminated due to playing one too many regular season games.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate, but if you're Holy Name now, you got to feel really good that you were able to take the momentum of the last 3 sets from last week into this match.
10-4, Holy Name on top. An excellent dig by Hayden Wells. Preissel up to Orzek, and she gets the snipe. It just continues to get worse. 11-4, Holy Name in set number 1.
Yeah, it really seems like Perry's just playing on their back, on their heels. They're playing defensively right now. They're not trying to get onto the offense.
Namer fever, it is contagious. We now have some aviators in the Holy Name student section. It is just going to continue to grow tonight. The whistle blows, and I think on a violation, Perry takes the point, and you can see their student section on your screen. Make it 11-5.
Yeah, there you go. If you're Perry, you really needed that. You at least needed something to happen to get the serve back.
So 11-5. Perry down by 6. They need a good run here. Holy Name, they do have both of their timeouts. If this is a good run, Holy Name could use some of theirs. And this could realistically become a match that within the first 20 serves, 3 of the 4 timeouts are gone.
All right, Beaumont's moving for the second time, it appears.
Is the migration game here. An excellent skim off the net, dealt with by the Namers. Vavro pushes it off the net, and it is a Namer point.
Yeah, she knows she might have caught that one and pushed it down a little bit instead of spiking through it. Definitely bordering illegal, but
I was going to point that out as they have been very close to that. That is just the style that Reagan Vavro plays.
Yeah, well, we had a lot of those calls. She had one of them actually last week.
And that served too long from back.
So I think she knew it, that she got a little bit too much of the palm there, not enough fingertips, being soft with it.
And she is a strong player, maybe the strongest player on this roster. She doesn't need to completely force the ball down like a dunk. All she has to do is get a piece of it. It's going to skyrocket down.
Yeah, she's got...
And there is an ace for the Perry Pirates. Dinya mishandles. Make it 12-7.
Hit that poor coach over there. She was just trying to get out the way. But yeah, she's got really good shoulder strength and rotational ability due to her softball background.
And I am receiving word that the whole women's basketball team is here. That is why there are so many students as well. And I see a lot of them off to our left. So that does make sense why it is getting loud in here. And we will see them against Strongsville to end November.
Yeah,
an excellent return there by the Namers, and they get the point right back.
One of their favorite teammates is out there, Brianne Barker, if I'm correct.
The sophomore has been tremendous. A starter this season, 80 blocks. That is her main statistic. Talk about defense. She has answered that call and then some.
Yeah, and she had a good offensive impact, too, last week.
It is Avery Preisel sending it over for the Namers. McCarley keeps it alive. Now on the far side, it is McGonnell slipping it through. Watson survives it. Gets it back from Avery Preisel. And once again, it is Emma McGonnell keeping it in flight. Perry's attack falls on deaf ears. And the point belongs to the Namers.
Yeah, her and they have really two sophomores that have been really impactful for Holy Name. Just going back to her sophomore impact, Brianna Barker. And last week, we saw Vienne Ballas have a little bit of an impact as she kind of got that run going for Holy Name.
And speaking of aces, there is one. Almost a tripod down as well. But Avery Preisel gets the point. Make it 15-7.
Not the huddle cam. Would have been bad.
How many volleyballs have flown up here and almost have taken out equipment? 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, there's been a couple.
You've had to chase them down. That was on you, so.
Yeah, I was just heaving them back in there.
Rather you than me.
There's been a lot going on so far.
There's the return by McCarley. Vieira keeps it in flight. Preisel up to Orzek, and she will lollipop it through as Santora will keep it in the air. McGonnell gets it back from the libero Newsome. Hayden Wells pushes it over and immediately sent back. An excellent play at the net, not enough for the points, and Perry will try it again. It is McGonnell, denied at the net, but out of play into a fan, and the Pirates take the point. And it is a sea of red and gray on the far side, even more so than before.
Yeah, getting a little bit of momentum back, or at least slowing Holy Name's momentum. You just can't let Holy Name get that far out in front. If they have that much of a lead, it's hard to come back from.
So the quadrants we have today from far side over to us, it's Perry, Marlington, Holy Name, Beaumont. So the North Coast Conference has formed a coalition on the near side of the gymnasium.
Yeah, it's very interesting in here right now.
Here's a return from Rogers off of Preisel and right to the News Herald rep Ben Herrick. And that'll make it 15-9.
Just throw it down, man.
Ben does great work for the News Herald, and he will get his 15 minutes of fame right there.
Oh my, and he missed. He missed everything.
But always love seeing representatives from the local papers, especially the News Herald. A lot of these local papers, the Morning Journal as well, knowing Mark Perez. A lot of good guys in the local media. Always good to see a colleague or two out here in Alliance. And there is Kenzie Watson. That unstoppable curl and spike once again gets a Namer points.
Yeah, I really like that. I don't want to call it side running, but where she's running out of bounds, spiking it back into play. It's just deceiving.
It's like rounding first.
Yes, but doing a Jeter jump throw while doing it.
Why not add it in? Orzek sends it through. Almost mishandled out of play, and there is the return by Tatum Christian. Wells to the front line for Preisel. Lined up for Brianne Barker. Blocked at the net. That is Mackenbyer, the sophomore. We talked about her pregame as a key player. And that is her stepping up in a big moment. Make it 16-10. No timeouts left for Perry, but they're back in it.
My watch just let me know it's a loud environment in here.
Oh, same here.
It's getting very loud.
Mine was first, I'll say that.
Your watch is better than mine.
Yes, it is. Buhner sends it over, lined up for a Frades, and off the deflection, almost gets the point, and now does. It's an excellent pancake attempt by Newsome, but not strong enough to keep it in flight.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Just needed a little bit more airtime there, so number 3 for Perry could get it back over.
And Coach Mijacinovic giving some adjustments on the sideline. A very storied career for him. Did a great job with the Lutheran West program before coming to Holy Name. And he has been one of the best coaches in their history. Still looking for that state title.
Yeah.
Preissel, an excellent dig, keeps it alive. Wells back to Ephraitis. And that spike will miss the back line. And Perry takes the points.
Yeah, it was just long. But state titles are hard to come by, man. But he has been chipping away, getting closer and closer every year. And he has a great group of girls this year to make it further than he ever has.
And I think that would mean winning on Saturday against Marlington most likely, or even Beaumont in the Final Four decider. So the regional final in the Elite Eights. We'll see how they fare Saturday if they get there. Ephraitis off the tip takes the points. Back to a 7-point set. And you look at the West Branch game in the district semis. Holy Name never allowed 20 points or more in a set to West Branch.
Yeah, that was big time. And not that defense is the winner of championships in volleyball, but
it can be.
It can be. And they have had a very good defensive season.
And going back to Mount Union last year, their claim to fame was their blocking defense, one of the best in the nation. And that is the perfect use of precision over pace by Perry.
You've obviously seen very high explosive offensive in high school volleyball that have made it very far in the high school tournament, but these stellar defenses still have a way to make an impact and make deep runs.
And no surprise at all. You need defense. Offense is obviously the backbone of most you do in this sport, but you got to have a strong defense too. Preissel just slips it right past the Pirates.
Good work by her. Preissel with a nice little whoopsie-doo. You don't see this coming. I'm going to sneak it right past you.
Little nice move there.
Yeah, I'm spitting bars right now.
And I think you would agree, set number 1 today, 10 times better than 1 and 2 last Wednesday.
100%. It's not even close. Holy Name in those first 2 sets last week looked like a totally different team than they have today.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Almost an ace, but not. There is the return by Santor, and the Namer offense will set up as Ali Orzak gets the kill right through a Pirates. Make it 20-12.
Girl right next to me over here knew it was coming as soon as the ball went up to Alio. She was ready for it. Great kill there.
This whole line of Namers, they knew that was going to happen. No surprise if you have seen this volleyball team over the past couple of seasons. This is what you expect from the star players. Pushed over by Santor. Vieira keeps it alive. Preissel for Orzak, and it's off the antenna. Make it a 7-point set.
That's a tough one. You're moving out of bounds, just trying to wrap it around that antenna. You don't have a lot of options there.
And I will say, looking at Perry, they have not wavered at all in their faith in the team. They're down big early, but they still have plenty of hope that they can get the win today, even if it doesn't come right here.
Yeah, I would say, though, I'm disappointed that half the students have put their pom-poms down.
You got to keep the pom-poms in the air. It's Orzak, and she gets the kill in the back corner. It does not get any better than this.
That was money.
You would expect nothing less from Ali Orzak.
Yeah, that was a great kill there. Perry had nothing. They couldn't do anything. So maybe could have got a dive out of the libero, but it's going to be a point.
And now 21-13, Holy Name on top by 8. And Pack will send it through. A good serve this time out, and the Pirates will look to attack. It's a no-look hit from McCarley, and the Namer offense will set up. It's Breanne Barker pushing it through to the middle. It's an excellent dig in the back line by Christian, keeping it alive. That dig not going to be returned, and that is a point for Perry. And that was set up by Tatum Christian's dig.
Yeah, it was. Really good effort from Holy Name, but even better effort from Perry there. Way to cut the lead down to 7.
Perry 19-6 on the year, winners of 5 straight. You do have to keep in mind, they started the year 0-3. So since those games, you take those out of the equation, this is a 19-3 team.
That's a really good run for any sport in high school.
And their other 2 losses, Copley and Chagrin Falls, back-to-back in a tournament. You look at the games they lost, only 2 of them were in 5 sets, or rather a 5-set format. The others were in a 3-set format. Good skim off the net on the far side by McGonnell. Lined up for Orzak, and it's power after power again for number 8.
She is feeling it right now. She is having a really good first set.
So 23-14. The Namers need 2 more to win set number 1. It is Preisel, and she will lollipop this one over into no man's land. Kept alive by McCarley, and the poke is right into the net. It is set point in favor of the Namers, up by 10.
Tried a little punch there to get it over after it was hit towards the net. That's such a tough ball to play, because if you go up and you try to spike it, the ball's already on, it's descent, it's too far past you. But you have to do something.
Perry, they need something here. Wells will keep it alive. Preisel for Kenzie Watson, denied at the net. Barker back to Watson, and Perry will have a chance to set up their offense. And they will just send this one over courtesy of Newsome. Preisel picks up Ali Orzak, and it goes right back into Namer territory. But Preisel finds Orzak one more time, and that's enough to win set number 1. 25-14, your final. Electric.
Yeah, it's loud early here, and that's a big difference from last week. Obviously, they started off pretty hot. They kept it close with Edgewood early, but those first 2 sets, Edgewood pulled away quite a bit. And those last 3, it took a big-time swing. I'm glad that the noise level, the decibels, are more comparable to the last 3 sets for Holy Name.
All Holy Name in set number 1, 25-14 your final. As we switch sets, we will step aside here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com. or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Located at 6031 Royalton Road in North Royalton, Fire 45 is your go-to restaurant. Whether you are coming in to watch the big game or to enjoy a meal, we have just the food for you. Want to host a private event? We also do that on our venue side. From a 20-person birthday party to a 150-person wedding, we got you covered. Check out our website at www.fire45cleveland.com. Fantastic foods, handhelds, pizza, Fire 45. Come taste what we have cooking. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Well, welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio, as you are watching OHSAA Women's Volleyball on your home for all things Stark County and Cleveland, the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Set number 1, it is all Holy Name, 25-14, as they get the job done over the Perry Pirates. He is Bryce Fisher. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. This broadcast presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. And I will give our disclaimer one more time. This is a non-profit stream. All proceeds go to covering our costs. This is on behalf of Channel 1022 along with Alliance High School and for nothing else. But Bryce, what a first set by the Namers. They're bringing the energy, and you can hear it over the PA. We got to ask the question, who let the dogs out, or in this case, who let the Namers out?
Yeah, someone did, and if you're the Perry Pirates, you are not happy. This Holy Name was dominant in that first set. I used to love that song in Beverly Hills Chihuahuas. If you've ever seen it, you know.
I've never even heard of it.
It is phenomenal.
Perry does take the opening point, their first lead of the night. 1-0 Pirates. It's Watson getting it through. And if you're Perry, you need a statement here in set number 2. And the point goes to Holy Name. We had to make sure, as if that was a kill, that is how you get all the momentum right to yourself.
Yeah, had a little bit of a Spider-Man meme there as all the refs looked at each other until finally we got a signal from the back judge on our near side. Good call from him. Spike was just long.
Hayden Wells sends this one through. Almost a miscommunication, but on the near side, it is poked through. McIntyre.
I've noticed Perry's doing that a lot, where they just do the little tap over, sneak it over the blockers to steal points.
If that's how the team plays, that is how you have to go against them.
Yeah, it's finding a way and adapting.
And Perry has to find a way. Make it 1-1. We have an interesting ball game, and that is how you continue it. It's Tatum Christian with the block.
Good work. If you're Perry right now, you're feeling it, getting a little bit of a swing of momentum. As Cooper says, the pendulum is swinging to the other side.
And his pendulum swung towards band practice. That serve right into the net. That'll make it 3-2. Perry still on top.
Who would ever choose band over broadcasting with your best friends? Strange man.
You always chose baseball practice, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but am I here?
You are here, and we will give you that
Exactly.
credit. Perry trying to get a 2-point lead again, but instead denied at the net. And the Namers have tied it up at 3. Bryce, why do you have a sign?
Some people set a sign down. I thought that was Brianne Barker, who is the sign I have. It was not. But
yes, it is.
well, yeah, but I thought she was the one who got the block. She did not, so
And that point is off the antenna, going in favor of Holy Name, their first lead of set number 2.
But some Holy Name fans left it over there, and you can't just leave signs around. Somebody has to be holding them, so I'm doing them a favor. I am doing this for free, though. This is free labor for Holy Name.
Well, technically, for Alliance at Channel 1022. We'll leave it at that parting line. Up to Christian on the near side. Wells keeps it alive in the back line. 4-3, Holy Name on top. Afratis pokes it through, and the Perry offense will set up. Finding Christian. Wells once again with the dig, and Afratis with the return. The Pirates try it one more time, and it's a powerful smackdown by McIntyre.
Great kill there. She smoked that ball.
And that'll tie things up in set number 2. But once again, if Perry wins set number 2, 1-1 overall, how much does that change the dynamic of the match so far?
Greatly, as Holy Name had so much momentum leaving that first set. If you're able to sneak out this second set, that's gigantic.
And that helps. It is an ace for the Perry Pirates. Back on top. Nicely done by Martucci. Entering play tonight, 22 aces. So she has been a key ace getter for this squad, and she is stepping up when it matters most. Season on the line for Martucci, career on the line for Martucci, and Afratis responds.
Great kill, back to what she was doing. Not as much energy as last week, but back to the same old, getting kills, getting points.
And I think the big thing that cost Perry was their tough start. They have settled in. They haven't had to use a timeout yet in this set. They used both of their timeouts within the opening 14 serves. Assuming they don't use one in the next 4, they will go through that entire period with none in set number 2. And that is a step in the right direction for the home team on the scoreboard. What a dig by Vieira. Preisel pushes it through, and here comes the offense. Lined up to the back line, that is Rogers. She overshoots, and the Namers are back on top.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they call a timeout within the first 14 serves, but you have to be cautious, knowing that if things get out of hand, you have to put an end to the momentum Holy Name could get.
And Vieira will send this one through. Holy Name up by 1. Perry trying to tie it. And they will lollipop it like they have done so many times today. It's Orzak with the power, and the Namers are up by 2.
She is killing it right now. Literally.
She was your key player to watch before the game, and for good reason.
Yeah, you need senior leadership to step up in games like this, playoff games specifically. And she has done so. She is on fire.
As a junior. Vieira sends this one through, 7-5, Holy Name on top. And there is a return by Zagrebnik, but out of play. The Namers lead it by 3, and this could be a potential timeout question point. I think if it's 9-5, we do see a timeout called by Perry.
I would imagine.
Vieira sends it through. Perry reverting to old habits, needs to get a good right point, and they get it. It's an excellent snipe for the kill. That's the kind of play that'll keep any team in any match.
Definitely. Those are the ones that you are glad you get, especially later in sets.
So 8-6, albeit not later in a set. You're at a crossroad. You need points. It's a 2-point set opposed to a 4-point set. It comes at a big time. And here is the serve by Santor. Wells plays it up to Ali Orzak, and there is the return. Christian unable to dig it, and once again, it is Ali Orzak with the kill. And the big thing for both of Ali and Afratis in the last game, both had 20-plus kills.
Yeah, she's doing things that you don't see very often from players in this situation where you just take over in the playoff game. You have players like Freddie Freeman who take over, but high school volleyball and high school sports in general, it's hard to see as Perry goes for a kill there and the point goes to Holy Name as it deflects off a Perry player.
But there are certain players at the high school level who just can take over.
Sorry, point goes to Perry, I meant.
And I think the biggest one right now across any sport is Kinsey of Indian Valley. Any sport takeover player, it's going to be Grady Kinsey, the running back.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. I can't think of one at the moment.
Podatansky? That's another big one. On the near side in the meantime, it is Zagrebnik getting it through. Preissel up to Ali Orzak. The Namers up by 2, wanting more. Santor will set it up on the near side. Dug out by Wells, but right to the fans. Make it a 1-point set. And this is how the Pirates get you.
Yeah, that was a big time run here they're having. Chipping away, getting back into this game slowly but surely. I think a better name for a takeover player would be Parker Van Engelhoven. Olentangy Liberty,
That's a big one as well. That serve wayward from the Pirates, and that'll make it 10-8.
Yeah, and here comes Kenzie Watson back into the game.
And Kenzie Watson is always a player to look at. She's a key figure for the Namers in a good rotation for Miocinovich's team. Lined up by Santor, and there is the point, courtesy of McGonnell. The block goes out of play, make it 10-9. But Holy Name's still in control.
Yeah, Holy Name, you're keeping the control, but you don't want to let them chip away too much. Yes, it's a very slow, painful chip away, but keep it controlled.
Preissel lining it up for Ali Orzak. Denied at the net, but it doesn't matter. Off of a Pirate, and the Namers are back up by 2. And I think the big thing for Holy Name in set number 2, take that 2-0 lead and then avoid the reverse sweep. If it's 1-1, it's advantage Perry.
If we see back-to-back reverse sweeps, that would be incredible.
And what a way to end the season, officially this time, I believe. And speaking of power, my goodness, what a snipe, but not enough for the kill from Mackenbire. Christian, she will try it from long range, but overshoots. The point goes to Holy Name. What resilience by Avery Preissel.
Yeah, that was a thud. You heard that one up here. You heard everyone in the stadium go, oh, that had to hurt. She's going to have a nice little mark from that one tomorrow.
That's the only reaction to that kind of power. 12-9, now 13-9. Holy Name starting to make their rally.
Timeout from Perry, yes sir.
Timeout Pirates, and the Namers are loving it. What a really resilience and what a good renaissance by the Namers. They had early struggles in this set. This was Perry's set to take early on. Now the Namers up by 4. They got to find a way to keep it like this. If not, we talked about it moments ago, this is Perry's game to lose after that.
Yeah, so I would have called that a swing set, and I learned that as a term in tennis, where it's a pivotal set that, depending on the outcome, will swing the game to one team or the other.
And for more of a universal understanding, a swing state.
Yes.
In elections.
Yes. So for Perry here, you want this set because it's going to allow you to get back. It's going to make it 1-1, and it's going to take some of the momentum away from Holy Name. Holy Name wants this set to step on their throats and be able to end it in that third set, get a clean sweep. So I think this set is so pivotal that both teams are playing with so much passion and fire right now.
But if Perry wins it, I wouldn't be surprised if they double up.
That's what I would think. I think they would have the momentum. As we saw last week, when Holy Name gets down, they struggle a little bit.
Orzek sends it over, and we are back to the action. Poke through, it's on the line, and the point goes to Holy Name. They will say it is just out of play. A big call. Do you think they got it right?
From this angle, it's really hard to say. I'm going to agree with him because I think he's a great-looking judge down there.
And that one will be in. Perry responds, and that'll make it a 4-point set. Keep it 4 or less. That has to be the goal right now for the home team on the scoreboard. But based on just the crowd noise since the start of the match, Holy Name has been the louder of the two teams, but still both having sizable drives to get here. If you're Marlington, you love this. You have 3 teams traveling over an hour. You have to drive 10 minutes down the road, some of which on this team go here for career tech anyway.
Yeah, Marlington's going to be loving this. It's basically home field for them.
It's a Fratis on the far side, and it's just too much from Genevieve.
Yeah, her and Ali Orzek have taken over both sets. They're essentially the entire offense for Holy Name.
Are you surprised?
No, but it was a little bit more spread out last week, especially through the first 2 sets. I think Ali Orzek and Afratis realized
that's an ace for Namers. Wow! Just in the back corner. Nicely done by Hayden Wells.
I think they realized last week that they had to take over. This week, they're in the driver's seat, and they're still taking over.
They know if they don't take over, then that's an easy way for Perry to get back in it. You cannot allow them to get any breathing room. If you do, this can swing. Wells delivers it through. Perry needs a big rally, and it starts here. Of course, they go to their sophomore sensation. Mackenbyer has been elite today and all season. 229 kills, 16 aces, 62 blocks is the big one, 9 digs, 2 assists in 76 sets played. So they haven't really lost her for any sets. Pretty much every single player who is in the main rotation, with the exception of McGonnell, have played in every single set, with the exception of maybe one. We have a couple 75s.
Yeah, again, subbing out a few times, getting a breather, but they've been very active, so they're very mature and have an understanding of what needs to happen, and they're well developed.
Once again, stick with us after this game at 8 p.m. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. It is Marlington and Beaumont. Dinya sends it over, and it is an ace for Dinya. Mishandled by the Pirates. The Namers really pulling away now. Up by 7. Do you use that second and final timeout?
I think if they get an ace or there's a big time mistake from Perry, they use it.
And here is the serve from Dinya. Perry needs it here, and they won't get it. Overhit, and the Namers are up by 8. Timeout, Pirates. In the preseason, this matchup was all Perry, but tonight it has flipped. It is all Holy Name, up by 8 in set number 2.
Yeah, Holy Name's definitely taking a sizable lead here, and I'm sorry, but what is this music? We've got Star Wars playing right now. Earlier we had the Fox NFL pregame playing, and then you had DMX. What is going on here?
A little bit of everything. Come on now.
Too much everything.
Nah. Dip your hand in each bowl a little bit. It's like Halloween.
Halloween.
A little bit of each candy. What's wrong with that?
Man, our
Spice it
candy
up.
bowl was empty after an hour in my neighborhood, so I know there was one kid who probably took the whole bowl.
Was it you?
It was not me. I don't eat much candy, except M&Ms. I usually have M&Ms on the daily.
So if that bowl was just M&Ms, it was you.
No, we had Crunch bars, we had Hershey's bars, we had Reese's. We're a good family. What are you talking about? Just M&Ms. We give a good mix.
That's what you just said. I'm just quoting what you said as Zinnia sends it back over. 19-11, Holy Name on top in set number 2. 1-0 overall. It is a Fratis, and it is kept alive. A good combination of Christian and Conrad. Get it back over. Preissel for Vavro. It's power at the net. The Namers are in the 20s. You cannot stop the green and whites.
Yeah, Holy Name is definitely on a run here. They're starting to feel it. Momentum has definitely swung back to Holy Name. They're trying to end this one quickly, it seems.
Dinya sends it over, up by 9. Perry needs a massive resurgence here as Christian sends it through. Orzek, Preissel to Afratis, kept alive in the back line by Buhner. And that is the return by Mackenbyer. Dinya to Preissel for Afratis, denied at the net and out of play. A big block for the Perry Pirates.
Yeah, tough decision there if you're Hayden Wells. Do you go for that ball or do you think it's out of bounds? I think you should always go for it on the off chance it does land in bounds. But great block from the Perry Pirates.
And you have the cushion of, at the time, a 9-point lead, and now an 8-point lead. Even if you did misread it, it's okay. You have the backing of a strong start.
Yeah, you've got such a cushion that losing 1 point isn't going to be the end of the world right now.
Afratis again denied at the net. Very reminiscent of the Edgewood game now, the blocking game turning up for Perry. It is hit over by Christian. And the Namers will try it again. It's Vavro off the net, kept alive on some reverbs, and returned by Conrad. Excellent connection and mentality. And that mentality leads to a big point.
Yeah, that's big time if you're Perry. Try to get this into a little bit of a streak. Steal a couple points here. At least make it difficult going into the third set. Try to wear down Holy Name a little bit.
The thing is keeping it interesting. Dinya, Preissel to Orzek in the center. And now Perry can set up their offense. A dangerous offense at that, as Dinya is able to easily dig it through. It's Afratis again, and it is tipped out of bounds off of Perry. The point belongs to the Namers. You had a couple of big points in a row for Perry, but the Namers find a way to get back in it and give a word in response.
Yeah, that's what you need if you're Holy Name. Just get back 1 point. You can chip away. If you go 2-1 the rest of this set, you'll still win it.
Even 3-1 in favor of Perry, you go on and win this set.
Yeah.
Just based on how things have gone, you only need 4 points. They need 12 to win it. So a massive discrepancy there. It's Orzek, a powerful snipe and a powerful kill.
Hit the judge back there. Absolutely smoked that ball. I bet that judge is a little bit angry. He looks mad.
You can just not stop this Namer offense.
No, they're unbelievable. These past, 4 sets, 5 sets now?
And very nearly an ace off the serve from Vieira, taking a skim off the net. And that is the return by Rogers. The Namers setting up their offense. It's Orzek, denied at the net. Another massive block, and Alio will return the favor. 22-13, punch over the net. They say it did not take a touch from the hand. So we will continue. Good run, blocked at the net. It never got back over, and the point belongs to Holy Name.
There you go.
Up by 10. They won set number 1 by 11. And I think Beaumont has seen enough.
Yeah, if you're Perry right now, you have to find a way to at least make Holy Name work for this.
Vieira skims it off the net again. That has been so dangerous today. That smack too powerful. The Namers up by 11. It is back to set point. A chance for the Namers to really put a stamp on this game early. Can they win this one by 1 more point than set number 1? Truly impressive work by the green and white as Vieira sends it through. Mishandled. It's an ace for Sydney Vieira, and that is all she wrote for set number 2. 25-13 your final. The Namers winning by 11 and 12 respectively in sets 1 and 2. How do you stop them?
Man, right now, you can't. It is a tough offense to stop right now. As you have Perry fans trickling out. That's not what you want to see if you're Perry. But, man, Holy Name's offense the past 5 sets straight, has just been dominant.
The last time we saw a team take a 2-0 lead, a reverse sweep followed. Perry tries to follow suit. 2-0 your score. Holy Name on top of the Pirates on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Located at 6031 Royalton Road in North Royalton, Fire 45 is your go-to restaurant. Whether you are coming in to watch the big game or to enjoy a meal, we have just the food for you. Want to host a private event? We also do that on our venue side. From a 20-person birthday party to a 150-person wedding, we got you covered. Check out our website at www.fire45cleveland.com. Fantastic foods, handhelds, pizza, Fire 45. Come taste what we have cooking.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio, as you are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Once again on the call with me is Bryce Fisher, and I am Nathan Smee, your play-by-play commentator this evening here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. 2-0 Holy Name. How do they avoid the same fate that they inflicted on Edgewood last week, that being a reverse sweep?
Keep the pressure. You let Perry continue making their silly mistakes, and you stay relentless. You force them to beat you.
And that serve is out of play. And now they're saying it's in, which I don't think that was even close. So Holy Name takes the opening point of set number 3.
I don't think Perry understands that the guy down here is saying it was on the inside of his line. The line judge, or the back judge on the far side, was saying it was long.
Lined up on the near side and just threading the needle perfectly. It is the sophomore Mackenbyer. She has been tremendous. The best player tonight outside of Tatum Christian for Perry.
Oh, for sure. She has had a great game. And obviously she doesn't have a ton to play for not being a senior, but she is giving it all for the seniors on that Perry roster.
And it's an ace for the Pirates. Just like set number 2, a good start. They just cannot take their foot off the gas. If they win this frame, we're going to start feeling some deja vu.
Yeah, I'll definitely start feeling it. I'll start losing my voice as well.
Not a good thing. You have another game after this. We both do. And that is going to be Marlington and Beaumont in the middle. Once again, poking it over is Mackenbire, and she has entered a new level.
She is incredibly smart for her age. Like, just so far, she has played very smart, understanding where Holy Name is moving, how their defensive sets are. Just very smart, very mentally inclined into the game as that goes along for a point for Holy Name.
Both points for the Namers in set number 3 on wayward serves. But we talked to Cameron Palmer of the CVC. He gave us a rundown on Perry, and he could not sing the praises of Mackenbire enough. Just saying the talent that she is. Wouldn't be surprised if she goes D1. And that hit right into the net, and the Namers have tied it. And that is their first natural point of the frame.
When looking at this from a coach's perspective, when you're looking for players, you're looking for mentally in tune players first. And when you have so many people singing praises for you when you're so young, that is huge.
Lined up in the middle, tie game in set number 3, 3-3. The Namers trying to get their first lead of the set.
Great
An
dig.
excellent dig in the back line by Björner. And here comes the Namers offense. It's Watson just getting it through. The Namers up for the first time in set number 3.
Good kill by Watson there. She was one of the players I said to watch in pregame. A little bit of a do-it-all player for Holy Name here. Glad to see she's getting back into rhythm after having a really good first set, but was kind of quiet in that second set.
Here's Hayden Wells sending it through. The Namers taking their first lead of the frame. And we are tied up again. Once again, it is Mackenbire.
She just understands the game really well.
And we are tied up at 4. If you're Holy Name, though, my question, you have an hour bus ride after this. Do you stay for game number 2 to watch if you win here?
So I would, but you never know what's going on the next day in school, would be my response to that.
Christian bumped over by Zagrebnik. Preisel for Efratis, poking it through. But the slow play, not going to fool Perry, but just no return. They understood what Efratis was doing, just couldn't execute on their end.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication on the front net. But going back to whether they would stay, we stayed in high school for one playoff game to watch, but the more important game that we weren't able to watch, we did not stay for because we had to go to graduation.
The important thing, just priorities there, I guess.
Volley
popped over, but into the net. The Namers up by 2.
I could have done without walking around in a baseball uniform with a gown over the top for 3 hours.
I think you could have done it.
Eh.
Once again, priorities. Dinya sends this one over, but out of play. Perry back within 1.
If you're Perry, that's how you want to get back into this game. Let Holy Name make mistakes. If you're Holy Name, you want to just not make mistakes. Force Perry to beat you. Because Perry hasn't been Holy Name tonight. Holy Name's given Perry points on their own mistakes.
I mean, that is just kind of how the cookie crumbles in a game like this, especially when a team is dominant. Dinya getting it up to Efratis, and there is the bump over. 6-5, Holy Name on top in set number 3, up 2-0 overall. It's Preisel for Efratis on the far side, and she will overshoot. We are tied at 6. And that is the adjustment we need to see from Perry. We need them to understand, okay, the trajectory looks like it's going out. We let it go. Look, we're tied.
Yeah, let it go long. Don't force yourself to make a play. There's no need.
This is not the time for hero ball. That served right into the net. The Namers back on top.
Yeah, we have Vieira coming back in for Efratis to serve.
You got to be kidding me. We're doing the 6-7 again. Back-to-back weeks of this. Back-to-back, man.
Yeah, I'm making a rule for my baseball team. Anyone that does the 6-7 emote is running 67 sprints.
I agree. Coach of the year right here, man. Coach of the year. Preisel pokes it on back, and Orzak gets it through. 7-6, Holy Name on top for the response. Dug out by Vieira. Preisel in the middle for Vavro. Just off the net. Does a nice job not to make contact with it. It's Christian off the net. Poked over by Orzak, and we will continue. A good rally by both teams. Orzak gets it again. Tipped at the net. Dug out by Newsom the libero. And in the middle, pumped over by Zagrebnik. We continue. Preisel for Orzak. dug to the back corner, played back in, and that is Newsom able to return the favor. The rally continues. Now it's Vavro. The pancake falls on deaf ears, and Vavro takes the point for the Namers.
What a point, though. And great job by Vavro to finish it off. Really good effort all around from both teams. I want to see that effort from Perry the entire set, though.
And that's why a long sequence in volleyball is called a rally. I think that perfectly demonstrates why. Any questions, please see the rule book. But I feel like that is a great example. It's Christian, takes the tip, and the point goes to Perry. Make it 8-7. But I feel like this is the best that they have looked all day. But just like Holy Name in set number 3 against Edgewood, not convincing until late.
Yeah, it takes too long to get onto the gas, right? You don't want to accelerate onto the highway going 30 miles per hour. You got to get your foot on the gas and get going quickly.
Yes, you do. You don't want to be that guy on the highway at all. Sends over to Orzek. Holy Name hanging on to their 1-point lead, and now we are tied. Vavro into the net.
Yeah, just kind of caught it thin. Towards the bottom of her hand, towards the bottom of the palm, made it go low.
And I will say the Perry students, they are back up. The flag flyer, he is still waving it after every single point. Now that is dedication.
Yeah, that's a great job from that dad up there.
It's Orzek with the return, dug out by Newsom, the libero. And here is the return by Caitlin McGonnell. The freshman McGonnell. There is also Emma, the sophomore, just getting back over, and there is Emma keeping it alive. And Tatum Christian gets it over with the return. Preisel picks up Ali Orzek, tipped at the net. Santor plays it back. Newsom up to McGonnell. Wells right to the net. It falls, and Perry is back on top. And we go back to that pendulum. It's starting its descent a little bit back down.
It's swinging a little bit. It's definitely swinging a little bit. It hasn't swung all the way, but it's getting there. If you're over here listening to the Holy Name fans, they're getting a little bit quieter as Perry begins to get a little bit louder.
Just the nature of the beast in the playoffs. Preisel up to Ali Orzek, and that is a quintessential Ali Orzek kill. And Holy Name wants attack on Perry as the ball was thrown right at Hayden Wells.
Kicked.
Is there enough grounds for a tech? Which I think the answer to that is no. I want to hear your thoughts.
I would say no. It's accidental.
Just like that one hitting off the net, accidental. Christian able to arc it over. Excellent resilience by the senior. It's Orzek, and yet again she gets the kill. Back-to-back snipes for Ali Orzek.
Hey, if you're Holy Name right now, are you gonna be furious over that? Is it gonna change a lot of the outcome? Most likely not. But like we saw on the Monday night game with the Chiefs, where Rasheed Rice tries to throw the ball and actually doinks the dude in the helmet, he wasn't intending. He didn't have any malintent.
And now something is happening down below. The near judge talked to Coach Mio Chenovich. Now one of the Perry players, that is Tatum Christian, is getting word from the far judge. Same with Avery Preisel. Could this be in response to the tech that almost happened? Or did something happen before in the buildup to Orzek's kill that would take it off the board?
I think it had to do with the not called tech, as Coach M was trying to get the attention of the judge before the serve, but the serve went off, so he bit his tongue.
But you can't actually go back and enforce that now. I think this has to be on display now. I feel like you call over that judge, something happened in the buildup that they don't like. Usually that's what happened.
Maybe he just wants a I'm sorry and a hug.
If anything, I think it would be a warning maybe.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I know it was an accident, but we have to say you can't do that.
Like a discussion. There's nothing you can force at this point.
How does this break help both teams? It's a free timeout for each. Except for the captains, of course, who are relaying information.
Yeah, jogging back and forth. I don't think it really helps either team. They kind of, you cool off a little bit, if anything.
And I think whatever the check was or the conversation was is complete. And yes, it is based on that point. It is 10-9, Holy Name on top in set number 3 as Back sends it over. Perry, they need a point here to tie it back up. And there is the return by Zabragnik. Preisel for Ali Orzak, unable to get a third consecutive kill yet. Santor to the center, Christian gets it through. Tough one at the net, Preisel pokes it over. Newsome back, and that is McConnell with the return. The Namers set up their offense now. It's Barker, kept alive by McConnell, right back to Orzak. And it's a give and go with Preisel and Orzak, and denied at the net! A massive block by Emma McConnell, and we are tied at 10.
Great block there. If you're Perry, you really needed that.
We talk about blocks. That is how you set up your offense with defense.
For sure. As the Perry coach relays some information to his libero.
A big 21st serve of set number 3 is away. Dinya to Preisel for Ali Orzak. Tips up at the net, but still alive. There is the return. Excellent dig by Wells. And Holy Name is able to facilitate their response. McConnell denied at the net. Newsome survives it. It is Santor to Emma McConnell. Dug out by Dinya. Now it's Orzak. Denied again! Emma McConnell back-to-back blocks.
Yeah, Perry's starting to feel it. This is kind of what we saw from Holy Name last week, where they start getting into rhythm, they get fired up. You have some pushing, shoving. Everyone starts to get their blood pumping.
Keep that voice intact now, Bryce. Keep that voice intact.
I'm ready. Juices are flowing. I can check my watch, see what my heart rate is.
And as you do, Newsome sends it over for the Pirates. Perry up by 1 in set number 3. Orzak with the return. It's out of play. Perry up by 2. What's the heart rate?
It's not telling me.
It's that high, isn't it?
87 up from my resting of 68.
Oh, no. But this is the beauty of the playoffs. There's always something on the line, and this is one of the best games that we have seen. It could still be a sweep, but one of the best games that we've seen all season. Poked through by Mackenbire, but the point belongs to the Namers. Make it 12-11, and we have officially surpassed the 200 live viewer mark. First time we've ever done that in volleyball across either Holy Name Broadcasting, here, Flow Sports, or Boxcast.
There we go.
Moving up in the world. Preisel sends it over, and that one is an ace! Preisel ties it at 12. What a serve. And that is the definition of a big-time player stepping up in a big-time game.
Yeah, I think some confusion from the Perry bench. I think they thought the back judge was raising his flag to call it out. I think he was just being defensive as the ball was coming at his face.
Serve 25, a pivotal one. Volley
tip.
popped over, and yet again, Mackenbire cannot be stopped. Truly a weapon. If we see them again, the sophomore is going to be pivotal, even next year. And as well, score update from the MAC. Set number 1, Marietta 9, Mount Union 7 your score. Mount hanging in more than I thought really early on. But we'll see if Marietta can pull away in that matchup. We'll have score updates from the MAC when we get them. Here is the serve by Conrad. Holy Name trying to tie it. It's Watson pushing it through, but kept alive by Rogers. Conrad up to McConnell, denied by the net and Watson. And we are tied up at 13.
Yeah, caught that on the back shoulder a little bit. Needs to get that ball a little bit out in front so she can reach and extend to get it over the net. Misplayed that ball a little bit.
And here comes Ali Orzak to send this one through. Another pivotal serve. Serve 27 of the frame. It's Rogers right in front of the libero Wells. It does not get any better than that in regard to placements.
Yeah, and it's getting loud in here. Both Perry and Holy Name are starting to get loud. These student sections will begin to play a factor in this third set.
You would not have gotten this level of excitement at your baseball practice. I'm telling you that right now.
Probably not.
Maybe. Who knows?
You never know.
Preisel to Afradis. Overshoots it. Perry up by 2. And you can just feel the sense of belief right back with him.
Yep, the flag is flying. He's swaying it side to side. The fans are getting electric.
And now it is Buhner, the junior, back deep to serve. She has played every set this season for Perry. Orzak to the stands. It's an ace for Perry. Now up by 3. Does Coach Miocinovich call time? And the answer is yes. Timeout for the first time today, called by HN.
I think that's a good decision if you're Coach M.
Wow. What a response by Perry. This is what you want to see in set number 3, 16-13, your score. Before we get back to the action, I do know a lot of the Holy Name viewers are followers of the Cleveland Remembrance page. Unfortunately, one of the members that has been recently posted on there, Anthony Workman, my cousin, passed away on Monday, victim of a hit and run. My heart goes out to my Aunt Gina, all of his siblings, my grandma, everybody who knew, as he was known, Roach. Funeral next week. It's going to be next Tuesday. You can look him up online and find more on the obituary, but my heart goes out to them. I don't have too many memories, as it was more of a, we see him on the holidays, as most of that family is, but still a lot of good memories. The main one, when I was younger at Christmas, he would always play around with me saying, I get cool every year. So rest in peace to Anthony, and obviously a sad time, and heart goes out to all who knew him as well. Out of the timeout, it's Watson, and there is the kill for the Namers.
Hey, man, family is family.
And speaking of family, I mentioned it last week, my dad getting surgery. I have been told he is out of surgery. He is doing good, and hopefully we'll be going home soon. So best of luck to recovery for my dad. Hopefully we'll have him back in a few months, but obviously the focus is his recovery. And here is the return by Perry. It's a kill for Rogers. This is a different Perry squad.
I want to know what flipped. What changed? I wanted to know last week for Holy Name. What was the change? Is it the senior leadership? What happens?
I think you saw it in your last ever game or anytime you were close. When you're down, you get scared straight.
Yes, but you have to rely on the underclassmen.
And that time, that serve right into the net from Perry. And that'll make it 17-15. And here comes Coach Mijacinovic making some adjustments. Only calling one of his timeouts today is incredible. And before Perry used one in this set, too.
Yeah, that's huge. Obviously, going 2 sets without calling a timeout means something's going right.
Dinya sends this one over. Holy Name trying to make it a 1-point set. Wells keeps it alive. Preisel needs the return and gets it. Avery Preisel has been tremendous tonight. And that is Rogers blocked out of bounds. Back to a 3-point set. And that student section on the far side, they are engaged. You can see them on your screen right now. The flag is flying. The students are active. They are loud. They want a 4th. They're not done with the Namers.
No, they want to see this go to a 4th set and maybe even a 5th.
And here is the send over by Perry. Afradis blocked at the net and kept alive. That was Zabragnik with the initial attempt. Now it's Christian getting it over. Wells with the dig. The Namers survive a scary play, but still have plenty of work to do here. It's Santor to Christian. Now Orzek gets the dig. Up to Afradis. Poke through and out of play. Back to a 2-point set.
She knew it. She knew that was going to be long. She tried to pull her arms back in, stop herself from making connection with that ball. Just a little bit too late. But I hate to inform the Holy Name fans, they were just chanting, "We can't hear you." They've been the quiet team this set, so not sure what they're talking about.
There's always something with that student section, always a nonsense. Vieira sends it over. We've seen Perry +3, then +2, then back to +3. That has been the cycle. The Namers try and break it. Not quite, kept in play. Lined up for Vavro, poked through. Christian keeps it alive. And Newsom, the libero, gets the return. Dinya digs it. Preisel to Orzek. And Santor will facilitate the offense. Now on the near side is Tatum Christian off the net. Wells with the dig. Preisel to Ali Orzek. Once again kept alive by Tatum. Santor behind. Emma Magano. And it slips through into Namer territory. From +2 back to +3.
That was a heck of a rally there from both teams. Tatum Christian takes the MVP on that one, though, with the dig and 2 really good spikes to get Holy Name out of position.
Perry now 6 points away from sealing a 4th set. And you would have thought that was never possible, seeing the opening 2 frames. Same with last week. And there is the serve, but out of play. Once again, a mistake from Perry. The Namers back in it. But my question is, was Holy Name never not in it?
Holy Name's always in it. We found that out last week. There's never a moment where Holy Name is not in a match or a set. They always have a chance, but Perry's proving it right now that they have a chance to come back.
And here is the serve by Ballas right into the net. make it 20-17. And just like that, back to a 3-point set, and that has been the run of play. +3, +2, +3.
It's definitely been an interesting set here.
It is Newsom, the libero, back deep, and she will send it away for Perry. Dinya with the dig. Preissel to Orzek in the center of the court. And Newsom will facilitate the offense to Emma McGonnell. And it is going to be kept alive by Preissel. And it is Wells getting it through. A big play, and it's a big kill. It is Mackenbire. When Perry needs a play, they turn to number 44.
Yeah, she's back out there for the first time in a couple points, or a couple serves. You're going to look for her to end this set.
Biggest lead of the frame or at all today for Perry, up by 4. Newsom sends it over again. Dinya digs. It's Preissel going to Ali Orzek. Denied at the net. Kept alive by Wells. Barker shoves it through. Conrad to the net. It is Santor to Caitlin McGonnell. And we will continue. Preissel to Orzek right in front
There's
of
Ali
Newsom.
Orzek. Great kill. She gets up there. Really good point from Ali Orzek. She's trying to will her team back into this set.
And you look at how this frame has gone all the way around. Anytime Holy Name is in it, it's all Ali Orzek. Anytime it is Perry, it is Mackenbire. Timeout call, 21-18 your score. Perry on top in set number 3 against the Holy Name Green Wave.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to the Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio. You are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance, and in a special way on behalf of Alliance High School, your host this evening. So a whole host of people to thank for today, and a whole host to watch still. Barker out of the timeout, tries putting it down unsuccessfully. That time, double poke at the net, they say no. Santor behind, it is McGonnell. Preissel will sky it off to her left, lines up for Ali Orzek. And now Perry can run their offense. Each team one timeout left. It is once again Mackenbire. Push to the back line. Christian keeps it alive, but not Newsom. The Namers back within 2.
Really good point there, but I'd like to point out the adjustment Coach M made. Mackenbire has been running the table over here in this corner with the soft tap over. As you saw, I think it was Preissel there collapsed down, and she got the easy set when Mackenbire tried to do that again.
And that served too long. Perry 3 points away from forcing a 4th set. And if you are tuning in, trying to gauge when the next game will start, if Perry wins this set, we're delaying game number 2.
Yeah, you're looking at a later start time because Perry's definitely getting into rhythm here and trying to make this a longer night for us.
Not that we're going to bed before midnight tonight, though. I will say that. Does it really matter?
I was.
I'm not. Never do. Sent over. Vieira with the dig. It's Preissel. The run from Watson. Reverbed at the net. It's a good stuff at the initial line of contact. Conrad plays it back. Christian somehow gets it through. And the Namers will run their offense. It's Orzek to no man's land. Newsom falls into it. Lined up for McGonnell. Mistimes it. Make it 22-20.
Hit it thin there on the side of her hand. Wasn't able to get enough behind it. Can't get it over.
Perry needs 3 points to force a 4th set. But Holy Name getting louder and louder. Perry, they need that same kind of volume themselves. It's Ali Orzek to send it through. A big turning point if Perry can't take this point. In the middle, denied at the net by Brianne Barker.
I don't have my sign, but I would be waving it right now. Great block by Brianne Barker right there.
22-21. Timeout, Perry.
Wow.
Your thoughts on the placement of the timeouts?
Interesting. 5 serves in between the last one. Maybe 6. But That was definitely a quick timeout. I get that Holy Name's definitely taking a swing, but I would probably rely on one of my seniors to try to get us back into rhythm. I understand that if Holy Name takes this set, it's the end. But interesting decision. I don't disagree, but I don't agree.
And starting to look at game number 2, Marlington and Beaumont. Beaumont obviously 0-12 in the North Coast Conference, but a very good team beating Firelands in their last match. How do they shape up with a Dukes team that you look at that roster, anybody can win on any given day, no matter if they are the first name on the team sheet or the last?
Yeah, I think you take it like any other game. They're just another team squared up against you. You have to go in aggressive, you have to get your points early, and you have to limit your own mistakes and force them to beat you.
It is starting to shake up here on the balcony. Orzek sends it over. The Namers trying to tie it up here. Good dig by Wells. Lined up for a Fredis. Gets it over, and we are tied at 22.
You know when Holy Name needs a big play, number 10 is getting the ball, and she's getting a kill. She has been dominant for Holy Name the past few sets.
And that one
late
sent over.
communication.
A chance here. And Perry, what a snipe! It's right off of Avery Preisel, and she might be concussed. And I don't think that one is maybe. I think she is. An awful snipe there. And that's not how you want to change the game. I mean, Bryce.
Maybe it'll be the Nick Mangold effect.
And we'll take things back up here. But your thoughts on just that point? I mean, it's a clean play. It's just really, really tough, as that was a hard hit.
Yeah, it's how it goes. Things happen that you can't control. We see it in baseball all the time. You see it in football all the time. You see it in basketball all the time. Unfortunate things happen when you play physical sports.
And I hate to bring up deja vu, but Faith Venzel's injury.
Yeah, and it was a big swing. Good to see Preisel's laughing down there, so I think she's a little bit better than we would expect, but always unfortunate to see a player get hurt.
You have to look at that last name. I mean, Brendan, a resilient football player. Connor, what a football player back in the day for the Namers. Freshman year was a quarterback on the freshman team. Avery walking off now, but became a great lineman and even a better baseball player playing at Miami now. That is Miami of Ohio, not Miami the U, but still a resilient family. They know how to get results, and I think against all odds, Avery Preisel is staying in the game. Wow.
That's interesting. I obviously don't know the specific rules in volleyball, but I know if any player in football undergoes any SCAT 5 testing, it might be SCAT 6 now, that they have to come out for a down at least. I'm surprised that Avery Preisel doesn't have to at least come out for a point, but I'm glad she's able to stay in this game, as she is a big part of the Holy Name offense.
It's a turning point for somebody. It just depends on who, and now I think a timeout has been called. And I think that is the right choice here to really recalibrate, see if Avery is truly good to go, or if that is the heat of the moment. Obviously, that did not look good off the initial rip. Not at all.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. It was a loud thud. Everyone had the same reaction. I think the biggest thing, I think Preisel will be okay. I think she's able to get back in this thing. If I'm Emily Meckenbauer, am I able to keep the same attack mentality, or do I become conservative? Obviously, we know this happens in sport, but you become timid sometimes. You get yipped up a little bit if you hurt somebody.
And as well, looking at the sidelines, we have Marlington and Beaumont ready to take the court. They are hedging their bets on this set.
Yeah, I don't think anyone told them that Perry was coming back. They may have not got the email or the memo back there.
We're in CC'd on it.
Yeah, somebody needs to send a pigeon carrier next time.
Little paper airplane right down to him with the notes. But still plenty of time in this set. A pivotal point on the line here. Preisel sets it back for Barker, and it is kept alive by Buhner. Lined up in the middle, denied at the net! It is blocked by the Namers. It is Watson, and we are tied at 23. Meckenbauer had the pieces in place, just couldn't get it through.
And it was going right back at Preisel there. Her team had said, no, you are not sending it at her again. We're going to block this one in your face.
Hayden Wells sends it through. Another pivotal point on the line here. Perry wants to make it set point, and they do. A missile from Ariana Rogers. You can hear him on the far side, Bryce. They are amped up.
Yeah, they're getting loud.
Well, here we go.
They're letting.
For the first time today, it is set point in favor of Perry.
Yeah, and they were about to let Meckenbauer go for the serve, but they're pulling her out, put number 5 in.
This is how you go for the kill. Martucci already an ace today. One more here. She gets at least one more set in her career. Almost got it. Vavro plays it back. You have to get it over. Orzek does. Perry goes for the jugular. And they will not get it quite yet. Kept alive on the far side. It is Christian poking it through. Wells digs it. Preisel behind for Kenzie Watson. And that one is Perry's point. It is out of play. 25-23 your final. And we will play a fourth set.
Wow.
Did you see this coming? Or is this too similar to last week?
It's just a repeat of last week. At this point, what do we expect? Does anyone want to go home and have dinner? No, never. Who wants to eat on time? In this industry, we're not allowed to.
With comments like that, I am glad Cam is not here because he would have something snarky to say based on that.
Yeah, he would. I know he would too. He always comes back at me with some good ones.
And me too, to be fair. We'll have DC later on a sideline camera, but for now, through 3, it is Holy Name 2, Perry 1. Beaumont, they're coming back up here. They know this one is not over on SmeeSports.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Located at 6031 Royalton Road in North Royalton, Fire 45 is your go-to restaurant. Whether you are coming in to watch the big game or to enjoy a meal, we have just the food for you. Want to host a private event? We also do that on our venue side. From a 20-person birthday party to a 150-person wedding, we got you covered. Check out our website at www.fire45cleveland.com. Fantastic foods, handhelds, pizza, Fire 45. Come taste what we have cooking. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Well, welcome back to the Harry Fails Gymnasium here at Alliance High School. Through 3, it is Holy Name up 2-1 on the Perry Panthers. And during this break, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to our broadcast sponsors for making today's telecast possible, along with Channel 1022 Alliance and Alliance High School. Well, Bryce, we have new life, a new set, and realistically, a new game here, 2-1. But Perry, they looked great in set number 3.
Yes, they did, but anything could change in a moment. You never know what's going to happen.
Here comes Ali Orzek, and we are back to the action. Perry wins this one. We go to set number 5. Blocked at the net to get things underway. Newsom keeps it alive, and that time it is McCarley getting it through. And this might be the most alive Perry has been all day.
100%. They definitely look more competitive than the other Perry Panthers.
So 1-0 to start here. Perry wants to keep it going. How much momentum do they need to force a 5th set? We will find out. It's a Freitas on the far side. Blocked at the net, kept alive. One more hit to return it. And the Pirates get it through. It's Watson making her run. Off the net, out of play. It's 2-0 Perry.
I really like that idea, though, from Watson, trying to go cross court. Obviously, in football, they teach you to never throw cross field, but I like that decision there.
And my question is, if you're Marlington and Beaumont watching on, what do you make of this potential comeback for the Pirates?
Insanity.
That serve out of play, and the Namers take their first point of set number 4. They are loud.
They are very, very loud. I think if you're Beaumont and Marlington, as you write down your notes, one of the big ones in all caps is momentum.
You got to hold momentum in a game like this, in a series like this. Nicely poked over by the sophomore. No return. McIntyre makes it 3-1. And the stomps are here.
Oh, yeah. Really good adjustment there from the sophomore, though. She saw Preissel crashing down to this near side corner where she's been dropping in a lot of those soft taps. So she said, you know what, I'll go over here to the right.
Back deep to serve, it is Buhner. 15 aces on the year entering play tonight. Preissel back into the mix for Kenzie Watson. And here comes the Perry offense. Conrad. And miscommunication plays it back. The point resides with the Namers.
Yeah, that's tough when you're trying to make a set that close to the net. You want to get it back so that somebody can run up on it. But if you put it too far back, they might have already run past it. That's what happened there as McIntyre was already past the ball and had to reach behind.
And here comes a serve from Dinya. 3-2 Perry on top in this frame. Good response by Christian getting it over. Unable to get the point on that absolute missile. And now they try it again. That time it's McIntyre, the sophomore, and she will get the kill.
She is smoking the ball right now.
Are you surprised?
Not really, but early on, she wasn't having that much velocity to her ball. I think she was playing a little bit more conservative. As she's gotten a little bit more energy and a little bit more fired up, that ball's coming off hot.
As well, for those just tuning in, yeah, we're delayed for game number 2. Afreitas pokes it over, denied immediately at the net by Rogers. And here comes the Perry offense. It is Rogers getting it through. Preissel sets it up for Vavro. Denied in the middle by Zagrabnik. And denied again. We talk about New Garfield up in Cleveland. This is New Perry.
Yeah, this is definitely a big-time swing. We did not see the Perry Pirates like this in the first 2 sets.
And here comes the serve from Martucci. Preissel back to Vavro, once again denied at the net. It's Afreitas lollipopping it over. Christian with the dig, gets it back, and is able to get it off of Wells, who keeps it in flight. Now it's Afreitas to the back line. Poke forward by Buhner. Now the near side is Tatum Christian, and Christian takes the points.
Timeout here from Holy Name, no?
No. Coach Mijasinovic always goes up to the line first, and then we'll make a change if necessary. As well, wow! Update from the MAC. Mount Union won set number 1 over Marietta, and they're tied in set number 2.
Big time.
That could be an upset brewing. It's Afreitas to the back line, mishandled, but kept alive by Christian. The resilience renewed for the Pirates. It's Afreitas getting it through, but kept alive by Rogers. And there is the return by Conrad. Preissel for Vavro again. Tipped at the net, kept alive. This return, viable. That is Martucci on the 4th and final allowed touch. That time Afreitas, she will miss the back line, but they say it takes a touch, and the point goes to the Namers.
I think even if it didn't call it touch there, it looked like that ball was in, or at least on the line. It's a close call either way.
Wouldn't be surprised if we do have a quote-unquote review, but we don't.
Yeah,
I thought that was point Perry.
So did I initially, but it's a tough one to call.
Vieira sends it over. 6-3, Perry on top in set number 4. A loud poke off of Vavro. Make it 7-3. If you're Holy Name, how do you not push the panic button here?
You stay calm. You understand that, yes, swings happen, but there's no need to rush back into it. You can chip away slowly.
And that is Santor with the serve. Preisel to Ali Orzek, denied again at the net. The block party has been real today for Perry. Now on the near side, it's Tatum Christian slipping it through, dug out by Wells. Now Orzek gets the kill in the back line. You cannot slow down Ali Orzek, even if you slow down the rest of the bunch.
I think you need Ali Orzek and Jenny Afredis to really take over here to get them back into this.
They turned to Afredis off the bench last week at Woodridge against Edgewood. This time, complete opposite end of the spectrum, risking a potential reverse sweep put on them, opposed to the opposite way around.
Yeah, and Afredis really got the momentum swinging with the energy she brought off the bench. She hasn't really had the same energy today. She's been a little bit more calm. I think she needs to get loud and get rowdy here.
And we talked to them post-game. The big thing was the energy in the win over Edgewood. And we saw, up in our quote-unquote perch, we saw it perfectly.
Yeah, it was no secret as to how that game changed.
Back sends it over for the Namers, down by 3. It is on the near side, Magano. Preisel in the middle for Ali Orzek, getting it through. Santor facilitates the offense. Newsome, Magano, it's a snipe, it's a beauty, it's a kill.
Great ball. Really good ball there.
You can clearly see the mentality change for Perry. They are loud, they are rowdy, and they want set number 5.
Yeah, they're back in it. People have picked their pom-poms back up. They're ready to go.
It's like the 2014 NBA Finals. Everybody leaves the arena in Miami. They all run right back in.
Yeah, and the security guards had to say no.
Here we let him back in. It's the playoffs. Orzek pokes it the wrong way, and the point goes to Perry, now up by 5. Coach Mijacinovic giving instructions from the bench. Still saying stat there. We'll see if he does call a timeout soon. This is serve number 14. And this could be a big one for Perry if they get the ace. Why not? Why not get another ace? It is 10-4.
There, the senior leaders up on the bench. Genevieve Fratis and Kenzie Watson talking to their team, telling them, let's go, let's get back in this. Settle down.
What did we talk about a little bit ago? Being put up to your potential final set of your career, it scares you straight.
Yeah, back against the wall, what will you do?
And that serve from Christian right into the net. Make it 10-5. Holy Name still loud. There's students next to us off to the left. On the far side, it's Perry. To our right, it's Beaumont getting ready for their game against Marlington. The Dukes down below beginning their preparations. Preisel sends it over. Toss up at the net, play down back. There is the return by Zagrabnik. Preisel behind. It's Watson, and the decoy from Barker works perfectly.
There you go. The seniors got to start getting their work in. As I don't think the ball girl knew that they already had a ball.
Make it 10-6. We talk about an exciting game. Last year to start regionals, that was Marlington downing Edgewood in straight sets. This has all the drama you want. Preisel sends it over. Perry, they want that 5-point lead back, and they get it. An excellent kill by McCarley. She opened up the set, and she continues piling on the points here.
Yeah, this ref down here on the net just told the student section to quit banging.
And my dad is okay from his surgery. The first thing he texts me is 6'7", so dumb. And I think that is quite accurate. He must have seen it before. Now 11-6. Orzek denied at the net. It's a massive block by Magano and McIntyre. Perry now doubling Holy Name. Timeout called.
Somebody's got to take control here on Holy Name. You need a senior leader to step up big time.
And right in front of our eyes, we have seen this game slip away from the Namers.
Yeah, it's been a slow, gracious fall, but it's definitely falling out of control for them. and they got to get back into this one quickly.
Score update from the MAC in set number 2. Marietta up 17-16 on Mount Union. But overall, it is Mount 1-0. We did see BW on Friday take a set off of Marietta. They're not as strong as they were last year, but the Pios, still the best team in the OAC, undefeated. They went to Westerville, they beat Otterbein, and that is not an easy task. Ask Mount Union from last year, just falling in the end. And every intro, you see how it was tied up. You see that 24-24 we're tied. And then Otterbein goes on to win it.
Yeah, there's chaos in the OAC every year, every single sport. I think back to, I believe it was 3 years ago when Wilmington came into town against Mount Union. It snuck out 2 games and blew our chance for an OAC title. It is chaos in the OAC.
They did it in basketball this year too. 12-6 your score. The Neighbors need a response, but right at the net it is put down, and the point goes to Perry. Mackenbauer forces the mistake.
Big time.
Where is momentum?
It is all on Perry's side.
While losing.
The pendulum has swung.
This is madness. Madness here at Harry Fails Gymnasium. Holy Name needs an answer. It's Orzek at the net, poking it through. Newsome to the front line. McConnell, her lollipop, taken in by Preissel. Wells to Afradis, or Watson. And Watson is back on the board for the Namers. Make it 13-7. My question is, how does Holy Name continue from here? As it seems they are hedging their bets without Genevieve Afradis being in the middle of it.
Yeah, well, she's back into the game now, and you have both your senior up front ready to get some work done.
McConnell off the net and down in Namer territory. That's excellence. So now 14-7. Perry 11 points away from forcing a 5th and final set. For those who don't know volleyball, set number 5, 1st to 15, win by 2.
Yeah, they're definitely making it difficult on Holy Name here. If you're Holy Name, if they hit the 20 mark before you get to 15, you might just call this set a wash and put your thoughts into the 5th set.
Watson with a run, and that one screams into the Perry section. An excellent snipe by Kenzie.
That is her signature move right there.
Rounding first, goes for the kill. You gotta love it.
I love it. It's great. I'll never teach my sister to do it. And if she's watching, please don't do that.
You don't like the move?
I think it's great. I don't think she's athletic enough to pull it off.
That block falls in Namer territory. Perry barks right back. Now 10 points away from victory in set number 4. I think we saw the writing on the wall for a 5th set tonight early on. I mean,
yeah, we definitely saw it early, and seeing as how last week went, it's kind of expected at this point that we're going to have a reverse sweep possibility.
Wells forward, Preissel for Afradis, but the Namers right back in it. You cannot slow down number 10. You can minimize her for a moment, but when she is on, she is on.
Yeah, and she's getting hot now. You saw her get really fired up after that kill. Once her energy starts going, all her teammates feel it. She exudes fiery energy.
And for all the athletes watching, you all know how important it is to have energy. It helps your team win. Poke through by Rogers. And here come the Namers. It's Afradis slipping it through for the points. Now a 5-point set.
She's getting fiery. And that's what you need if you're Holy Name right now. If you're Coach M, that's exactly why you put her in there. Get them going.
Coach Miachenovich, with his time at Lutheran West, he knows how to play in hostile environments. The Rock, maybe the hardest gym to play in NEO. This is nothing for him. He knows how to will his team to victory in a scenario like this. It's Afradis. It's a 4-point set.
You knew who that ball was going to immediately. When they got the opportunity to set it, there was no question that ball was going to Afradis, as she is fired up and ready to get some kills.
When do we get in timeout talks for Perry?
I think it's got to be within the next 2 serves.
Dinya gets it through. Holy Name now down by 4. Christian dug out by Hayden Wells, the libero. And she will try and get this one through and does so successfully. Conrad behind. A powerful snipe from Rogers. This time it's Dinya. Now Afradis kept alive by Conrad. To the near side, it is Christian. Kept alive again by Hayden Wells. Now it's Genevieve Fradis. Newsom survives it. Off to the right, it's Rogers getting it through. Orzak with the dig. Preissel to Fradis, denied at the net. Kept alive by Hayden Wells. And the rally will continue for both teams. Conrad in the middle and put down by Mackenbyer. And that is how you raise the roof in Alliance.
There you go. One of these teams needs to call timeout, though, as these girls are getting very tired after a couple long rallies.
Wow, what a frame.
I don't know what Perry fans were chanting over there, but they were chanting something. They're getting fired up as well.
They have hope again. Preissel picks up a Fradis, kept alive by Christian, but put
Right
down
back
by
to her.
Genevieve. Double damage by Genevieve. Make it 16-12, and here come some substitutions.
Somebody needs to call animal control because she is a dog and she is loose.
I mean, this has been a wild set. Far from over. And I think we have the Marlington crowd pouring in, very confused as to who these players are. We don't see blue, we don't see orange. It's red and green, it's Christmas. And Christmas might be coming early for the Namers. Back within 3.
Holy Name has turned into my favorite volleyball team to watch of all time. Timeout, Perry.
And that's where the domino falls. So now, Bryce, how do you go about this if you are both teams?
I think if you're Perry right now, you need to get your serves more active. You need, when you get the point and you have the chance to stay ahead, you have to take control and utilize it. But if you're Holy Name, man, the answer is get the ball to number 10. Fradis has been dominant. No matter what she does, she's found a way to get kills. She's racking up kills in this set. I think if you're Holy Name, she doesn't leave the court.
Looking at our next broadcast after the next one, which is Beaumont and Marlington. It is going to be on November 22nd, most likely. Holy Name Padua hockey at Reese, 7 p.m. Face-off. Then after that, it is going to be some basketball doubleheader at BW on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. 2 p.m. Holy Name Strongsville girls basketball. 3:30. Holy Name Olmsted Falls boys basketball. Johnny Fadul makes his coaching debut for the Namers, and he looks for a win against Olmsted Falls at the Cleveland Basketball Classic. Out of the timeout, it is an ace for the Namers. Back within 2.
Big time, and look at the 2 senior leaders for Holy Name popping up off the bench, getting loud.
It just keeps getting closer and closer. The Namers out of nowhere, resurging. And here comes Vieira, but into the net. Parried up by 3. And that's how they won the last set. Keep that distance of 3 to 4, potentially 2, and you work with it.
Yeah, and I think if you're Perry right now, this is where you want to be. You want to be in the driver's seat, looking to get points off of your own serves.
And you have to. No mistakes here. Santor ready to go. Through the net it goes. And here come the Namers. It's Orzak getting it through. Back within 2.
She's one of the big-time players. They need to stay active here. We got Brianne Barker and Michaela Back coming in. Michaela Back is going to be serving.
And Back needs a big serve here. No mistakes for the Namers. Back gets it over. That's her job done. And here comes the Perry offense. It's McGonnell. Vieira pushes it forward. Preissel for Ellie Orzak. Denied at the net. Blocked by McGonnell. Back to a 3-point lead for the Pirates. Once again, after set number 2, both teams were ready to go in. They were ready to warm up. Both teams rethinking it here.
Yeah, it's going to make it interesting for Beaumont and Marlington. How do you come back out? It's like having a reliever in the bullpen. Get hot, get down, get hot, get cold. How do you adjust from that?
And you would know that feeling. It's Orzak denied again at the net. Holy Name tries it again with Brianne Barker, and she dunks it down.
Big time from the sophomore. And the girls soccer team is going nuts. Actually, one of them standing on a chair over there. That might be a little dangerous, but
Girls basketball.
yeah, you're right. They're athletes.
They're ready for their season, and they're ready to continue supporting their own and Breanne Barker. 18-16, Perry still in the lead, and there is the return by Christian. It's Preissel lining it up for Kenzie Watson, and there is the kill, back within one. Everything has to continue going right, but the Namers 1 point away from tying it up, down big early in the set. They don't want set number 5. They're done.
No, they refuse to lose right now.
And here comes Avery Preissel to send it through. Perry, do they have a response? It's McGonnell, kept alive by Wells. Preissel for Orzek, and the kill will be wide. The point goes to Perry. Hayden Wells can't believe it. They reverse it. We're tied. What just happened?
I'm not sure. I don't see a hand signal.
How do you reverse that? That's the tough one. We're tied. Perry pushes it over. The Namers can set up their offense. It's Watson, kept alive by Christian. Now on the far side, McGonnell denied. The Namers back on top.
Yeah, whatever that decision was to swing the point is huge. We're going to come back and look at that. That's going to be a big-time decision here. I didn't see a hand signal from any judge, so I'm not necessarily sure, but that was big time.
Now 19-18 your score. Holy Name, their first lead in a long while. So my question is, if you're Perry, how do you once again recalibrate? That has been the big question the whole time, and we're back to it again.
Yeah, you got to get back into control and win a serve. You got to be willing to take a serve here and hold that for a while. That's where they've been their best. When Holy Name's in control of the serve, they force Perry into making their own mistakes. You also need to get Meckenbauer back out here because she has been your leader in scoring all the points for you.
Score update from the MAC. Mount Union did drop set number 2, 25-22. 1-1 your score. Mount Union up 3-2 on Marietta. And that is in set number 3 over at the MAC. And we will continue to give you updates from there. And as well, Ava Bolin is active tonight. Her first game since her injury against John Carroll. That's probably why it's so close. It's Kenzie Watson, kept alive by Newsome. There is the return. Perry feels that energy back. And Holy Name still gets the point, courtesy of Orzek.
Big time. You got Beaumont players over there being shocked.
I mean, this is the Namer way. Now 5 points away from sealing this one. They want Saturday, and they are close. Preissel sends it over, mishandled by McGonnell. And there is the return by Christian. Vieira forward, Preissel lines it up for Orzek, and Orzek gets the kill on the back line. Make it 21-18. As well, Perry is out of timeouts.
Yeah, you're handcuffed now.
You gotta find an answer here if you are the Pirates. Preissel lollipops it over. Can Perry get an exclamation point to start that comeback again? It's Watson, overshoots, that helps.
That definitely helps. Now you're back in the driver's seat with the serves.
21-19. Holy Name 4 points away. But Perry, they're not done. They have hope. Newsome back deep to serve. And she will send this one over. A pivotal point on the line. Preissel for Orzek. Kept alive once again. It is McGonnell. Lined up in the middle. Conrad just gets it over. And here we go. The Pirates starting this rally. Put down off the net. It's 4 hits. And the point goes to Holy Name. 22-19. 3 points away from victory now. It's now on Ali Orzek. 22-19. Orzek sends it over. Perry, they once again need an answer, and they find it. It is Meckenbauer.
There's the one you want. That's the player you want. Get 44 the ball, let her go to work.
You talk about a player stepping up time and time again. It has been Meckenbauer all night. And now back deep for Perry. That is Conrad. 89 aces, a team high entering play tonight. Can they make it a 1-point frame?
You have to hope she can get a couple aces here.
At least a good run serving. Preissel for Afradis, denied at the net, but it falls in Perry territory. 23-20. The Namers need 2 to win it. The pressure truly on. Nowhere else for Perry to go tonight. Hayden Wells, the libero, back deep to serve, and she will send it over. Newsom keeps it alive. Conrad in the middle, poked over, and that will fall for McIntyre.
Big time here. Big play from the sophomore.
Perry student section still active as ever.
Holy Name student section gaining alliance players.
I mean, Cam Burton's in there. You're a lockdown member of the student section
Even
now.
go to any of the schools that are playing tonight.
He's gone to McKinley and Alliance. Neither one is playing tonight. Afradis plays it back. It's a give and go with Wells. The kill. Is it long? The answer. No, it's a kill. It is a big point for the Namers. 24-21 on the ricochet.
Wow.
It is match points. And Perry can't believe it.
They say tip?
Yes.
Okay.
It was long. Timeout, Holy Name, though.
Slow the game down a little bit. Let them catch their breath. We got boo birds coming down. Not sure for who.
The refs. I mean, the refs, you look at that one play, that's where everybody really was upset. And
Yeah,
that has changed the game.
The random swing of point really changed the game. It got Holy Name back into it. Not the last one, but about 8 serves ago, I believe, something around that mark. That changed the game entirely.
Well, here we go. If the Namers get this point, we're done. And they will play here again on Saturday. Perry playing for their season, in some cases, for their careers.
You got
It all comes down to this.
Isabella Dinya back there taking a few deep breaths. The sophomore serving.
A lot of pressure on her, 33 aces this season. The Namers are ready to celebrate. Perry ready to storm back. Dinya sends it over. This could be the season. Conrad, you have to get it over here if you are Newsom, and she does. Here come the Namers. Preissel, Afradis, kept alive by Newsom, and we will continue. Conrad behind, poked over by Martucci. Now once again, it's Genevieve getting it through. Newsom digs it. Conrad near side. Christian lollipops it over. Dinya digs. Preissel, Afradis, blocked. McIntyre at the net.
Huge. If you're Perry, you needed that big time. You needed to get the serve back. Now, who do you trust?
Do you make a change here?
You got to take McIntyre out, though, to get the server. Or do they leave her in?
No, they take out Newsom, the libero.
Okay.
It is the Grebnik, as it is going to be McIntyre back deep to serve. Only 16 aces this season.
Yeah, she hasn't served yet tonight. This will be her first serve of the night.
And with all the pressure on her, she sends it over, and it's long, and the Namers are back in the regional championship. 25-22, your final in set number 4. And just like that, after a rough regular season, Holy Name, they will play either Marlington or Beaumont on Saturday.
Incredible.
What a win.
game.
What a win tonight.
That was incredible. What a job by Holy Name.
And you see it on the replay. Their excitement, you cannot blame them. They wanted this. This was the end goal. And they are back to where they were last season. Tonight's final, 3-1. Holy Name gets the job done over the Perry Panthers. And they are Elite 8 bound for back-to-back years. One final commercial break, and we will step aside and hear a word from our sponsors, and then be back on to announce our player of the game, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Before we go, though, there are the Namer players and the students. They wanted this one, and they can go and celebrate their winner now.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Located at 6031 Royalton Road in North Royalton, Fire 45 is your go-to restaurant. Whether you are coming in to watch the big game or to enjoy a meal, we have just the food for you. Want to host a private event? We also do that on our venue side. From a 20-person birthday party to a 150-person wedding, we got you covered. Check out our website at www.fire45cleveland.com. Fantastic foods, handhelds, pizza, Fire 45. Come taste what we have cooking. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium, your final today in game number 1. Holy Name 3, Perry 1. Holy Name back-to-back years in the regional championship game. Your player of the game, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop tonight, goes to Allie Orzek. What a performance from her. She looked elite, and in the end, when Holy Name needed a player to step up, number 8 did.
Yeah, big-time performance for her. She led the team throughout the entire match. We obviously saw Aphrodis take over in the last set, but Allie Orzek is what kept them consistent throughout the entire match.
And let's talk about Perry real quick. Mackenbyer kept them in that game. The sophomore is only going to get better from here. A great campaign for the Pirates, but a couple of calls going against them, a couple of mistakes going against them. That's what cost them here tonight.
100%, and we aren't 100% sure what those calls were. Obviously, the referees and judges saw it differently. They made their calls, but Mackenbyer, phenomenal season, great match. She got put into a predicament there, though, that sucks as a young player. It's tough to come out without serving the entire game, have the game on the line, and try to make one.
And now my question is, how can Holy Name do against a Marlington or a Beaumont? Beaumont, they've swept them twice. Marlington, 4 sets last year, they fell. Can they force a 5th? Or the big question that I don't even know if it is speakable right now, can they somehow find a way to beat the Dukes?
Well, I think Marlington is one of the most well-rounded teams in the state of Ohio, but I don't know if there's a team hotter right now than Holy Name. If they come in with the same fire and energy they've had the past 6 sets, they've got a really good chance to beat the Dukes.
When your conference might be the best one in the state of Ohio, that helps you out come tournament time. And that is why all of a sudden, Holy Name, after a rough regular season, is back in the regional championship game. As we toss things back down to the floor, to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram, SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn. As well, go down below and subscribe. There is no added cost, but it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Tonight in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Now it is time to flip on over to game link number 2. Cleveland Heights Beaumont, a long trip for the Blue Streaks. It's time to take on the Marlington Dukes. On the far side, you can see a student poster. It is the dog chain meme. It's Danica Sarshone, and it is the Blue Streaks logo as the dog. Marlington, a lot of talk ahead of tonight, and they are ready to back it up here at the home of their rivals, Harry Fails Gymnasium. But for now, that'll do it for us here at SmeeSports. For Bryce Fisher, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Alliance, Ohio, and we will see you again in a few moments for game number 2 of our doubleheader. But this has been OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.